Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Ann, and if you have been here already, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I created this bridal inspired cool tone eye look. I feel like it has been such a long time since I've done a cool tone eye look, so for today I didn't really have a lot of inspiration, so I felt like let's just do a cool tone eye look since it has been such a long time. So that's what we're gonna do today. Yeah, if you want to see how I created this, then keep on watching. So the first thing I'm doing is priming my eyelids. I'll be using the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And to apply this, I'm taking my P84 brush from Sigma Beauty and I'm applying this all over the eyelid. I have a special discount code for everything on Sigma Beauty, their website. This is for their brushes, their makeup, so if you're interested in any of their products, I have a special discount code. So after applying this all over the eyelid, I took a little bit of translucent powder just to make sure that the primer is locked in place. And then I went in with some eyeshadow shields, and this is gonna make sure that we get a really sharp edge at the outer end of the eyelid. Also, you can use this like as a trick to use as a guideline for your eyeliner. So the first color I'm going in with is called Sculpture, and the palette I am actually using, which I forgot to show in this video, it's the Biba palette from Natasha Denona. And I kind of wanted to do a cool tone eye look like I told you guys in my intro. And this palette has a few like really beautiful colors which I wanted to use. So I started with this one and I'm just gonna blend it all in the crease. I'm focusing like not to go like all the way to the inner corner. I'm kind of stopping like a little bit further than halfway the middle part of the crease, if that makes sense. I'm not going all the way to the inner corner. And I just went back in a few times with a little bit more product to really build it up. I wanted this base of the shades in my crease to be really cool tone, and since this is more like a ashy gray shade, I thought it would be perfect to use like a lot of this shade as a base. Then the next color is called Seed, which is more like a cool tone brown shade, really pretty. And I switched to a tinier blending brush. This is a Morphe M506, which is tinier, so obviously it's gonna be like a little bit more focused on a certain area where you use it, and I'm using it in the crease. I'm kind of trying to use it in the outer end and then blending it upwards. So I'm not really focusing like, or not focusing, I want to say I'm not really following my natural crease line. I'm going up a little bit higher to create a different shape of crease. I want to give it the illusion that my crease is a bit higher than what it actually is. And I really like this technique because you can really manipulate like how your crease is looking with like applying darker shades, which will create a sort of shadow. I really like that. And I'm taking the shade Pasha, which is more like a burgundy reddish kind of color. A lot more warm tone than the other two shades we used, but I didn't want it to be like gray. I wanted it to have a little bit of warmth, but still to be more to the cool side, if that makes sense. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to take this Cakeless Concealer from Benefit, which is a new concealer which they recently launched, and these concealers are actually waterproof. I haven't used it to use like as a concealer for my cut crease, but I'm really excited to try this out because I have been using the MAC Cosmetics Prolonger Concealer for years to use it for like cutting the crease and apply it all over the eyelids. But since this is waterproof, maybe I'm gonna switch to this one, but I want to try it first and then I'll let you guys know in one of my videos. But for the first time, I wanted to use it to apply all over the eyelid by using it on top of a beauty blender to make the eyelid look really clean and to make a little bit more, yeah, the line of shadow that I created to create that like illusion that my crease is higher. I wanted it to be a little bit more clean, so I blended this right underneath it. When I do a cut crease, I apply a little bit more concealer. Right now I didn't really use a lot of products, so I will use it in one of my like upcoming cut crease videos where I'll be using more of the concealer, and I'll let you guys know if it's working for that, if it's not gonna like crease or anything. Now I just used a tiny bit, so I don't know, I feel like I definitely have to use it another time to really let you guys know if it's like really nice to use whenever you do a cut crease. So you just saw me adding a little bit of black eyeshadow towards the outer V as well. You can use any black eyeshadow that you have. I used a palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but you can definitely use any black eyeshadow that you have at home. Then now I went in with this color, which is from the Biba palette again from Natasha Denona, and using this all over the eyelid where I used the concealer to kind of like make it locked in place, and also to give my eyelid a little bit of color. This is a really beautiful color. It's like a sand kind of shade, really pretty, really light, and I think it goes really well with the colors we used before. Then I'm going back in once again with the black eyeshadow from the new Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. But once again, you can use any black eyeshadow that you have. This was just the palette that was laying in front of me, but I could have used any black eyeshadow, to be honest. So I took a really tiny brush, which is the Morphe M507, applying a little bit more in the crease area and also creating a line above the lash line to create a smudged winged liner effect. I really like that. I've done that also in my 2 previous videos. I just like smudged winged liners. Let me know what you think. I think it's so easy. It doesn't really require like a lot of... You don't have to be like really precise. You can just sweep it right above the lash line and it looks really good. Then I'm taking this color Freckle, applying a little bit at the outer end of the eyelid to create like a transition from the outer V towards the eyelid. I just felt like something was missing with this eye look, so I decided to do this. When I did this, I wasn't really sure if it was going to look right, but I actually think it definitely made the whole eye look more completed. So now I remove the eyeshadow shields, and now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of white eyeshadow. This is also a white shade from the new Anastasia palette. Once again, you don't have to use the Anastasia palette. If you have a matte white color, you can use it. If you don't have a matte white shade, you can also use a light golden highlighter, or maybe more of a cool tone highlighter. I think like a shade with a sheen into it is going to be really pretty as well. Then now I took a little bit of gel eyeliner with a eyebrow brush from Sigma Beauty, creating a simple line above the lash line. I didn't want it to do anything dramatic since we already created that smudged winged liner. Then I'm taking the color Seed with a flat diviner brush from Sigma Beauty, and I'm gonna press it right underneath the lower lash line to kind of make it like a little bit more dark. Also trying to connect it with the outer end, so the darkness of the smudged winged liner is gonna connect now with the lower lash line, which I think looks good. Then now I'm going in with the shade Sculpture, which we used at the beginning. I'm gonna take this color to smudge out the lower lash line using a really tiny blending brush from Morphe brushes. And I'm just gonna sweep my brush back and forth. Then I went in with a bigger brush just to make it look even more smudged out. Then now I went in with a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Roller Lash mascara from Benefit Cosmetics, which is my all-time favorite mascara. I think I'm using it in all my videos. I think if you're searching for a mascara which will really lift your upper lashes and doesn't make it look really clumpy, I just think this is an amazing mascara. You definitely have to try it if you are searching for a new one. As far as I know, everyone that has tried this mascara really loves it, so would definitely recommend it. Then I'm taking this pencil from Makeupgeek, which is the perfect shade to go for with this eye look. The shade of this pencil is like almost exactly the same as the colors we use, so I think that looks so good together. So I'm using that in the waterline, and then I'm gonna apply my lashes off camera, and then this is how the eye look looks with the lashes on. And then here you have the finished result. I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. And hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!